Good morning. How are we, guys? All right, there's some smiles. That's what I was waiting on. Good morning and welcome to our third annual Ayers Foundation Trust Senior Signing Day at Scott High School. We want to take this time to welcome and thank the following for their continued support and partnership: the Ayers Foundation leadership team, county officials, school administrators and assistants, school board members and the director, honorary dignitaries, and most importantly, our seniors, their families, and the teachers, all of whom make this and other events possible. You remind us every day of why this mission is possible. This year's group of seniors is truly a special group, and I think that we'll miss you most of all. From sharing college acceptances, essay scores, and even random stops by our office to show off the Pokemon pools. Today, however, we celebrate and recognize the marvelous achievements from this group of young folk. Before we begin, there is a special group we want to acknowledge: our first-generation college students. This means students whose parents did not attend or receive a four-year degree. If this is you, please stand. Thank you. This accomplishment will set forth a new precedence in your life for generations to come. Before we move on to the pledge led by our senior, Jada Newport, I'll leave you with this quote: "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Winston Churchill. Jada, will you now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? You can come up here.
Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you, Jada. At this time, we would like to welcome the Scott County String Band. When they are finished with their performance, we will then move on to a special video from Miss Janet and the late Jim Ayers.
Hi, I'm Daisy Williams. I kind of manage the string band, and I want to introduce them really quick. Cameron Terry is over there on the bass. Hayden Terry is on the mandolin. Elijah Griffith here is on the guitar. And we have Emma Pergram singing. And, of course, your very own Jada Newport singing. And we're down a few people, but hopefully we're going to get through it, and you'll enjoy this, and hopefully it'll be a blessing to you. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Summer storms, the winter wind will follow after, but there is love and love is warm. There is a time for us to wonder, when time is young and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder, the path is new, the world is free. There is a time when leaves are falling, the woods are gray, the paths are old, the snow will come when geese are calling. You need a fire against the cold. There is a time for us to wonder, when time is young and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder, the path is new, the world is free. this, and you can sleep when day is done. There is a time for us to wonder, when time is young and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. The path is new, the world is free. The path is new, the world is free.
Thank you, Miss Williams and the string band.
Education.
Can we give them one more round of applause? I think we are very blessed in this area to have so much musical talent. Okay, so So we now have a video from Mr. Jim Ayers and Janet Ayers. And before we begin, I just want to talk about their mission and why they chose to do what they did. Good morning and welcome to Senior Signing Day. On behalf of Scott High School and the Ayers Foundation Trust, we are so glad that you're here to celebrate such a big milestone for our seniors. Senior Signing Day is a time to recognize our students and all the hard work that has brought them to this point. Today, we celebrate their next steps. Whether that's college, career training, military service, or entering into the workforce. The Ayers Foundation Trust began in 1999 with the vision of Mr. Jim Ayers to expand opportunities for students in rural Tennessee, and today that work continues under the leadership of Miss Janet Ayers. The foundation has grown from a local effort in Decatur County into a statewide initiative serving students across 28 rural counties and 40 high schools, helping students prepare for life after high school. In just a moment, we'll share a short video from the Ayers Foundation Trust highlighting this work. We are grateful for the vision and the leadership of Mr. and Mrs. Ayers, whose commitment continues to create opportunities for students across our state, and we are truly grateful to be partnering with Scott County School System. So at this time, will you please direct your attention to the screen behind the curtain?
Education is the most important aspect to future success. When I see a student that has had a hard time go across that stage and going into college, it's like air that you breathe. It is life-giving. Everybody deserves an opportunity to amount to something, whatever it is for them that is success. That's why we do what we do. The mission of the Ayers Foundation Trust is to enhance the lives of Tennesseans, primarily in rural counties in Tennessee. The founder of the Ayers Foundation Trust is Jim Ayers, and sometime later, Janet Ayers. After they married, she became the president, and she's still the president today.
We were just 3 or 4 employees when she came along. She's the one that has made the foundation what it is today.
This was a place that I felt like I could lean heavy into and make a difference. I knew these people. These were my people. I love this county, and when I come here and I see this auditorium full, it reminds me of why I love the work that we do.
The idea is to provide for students today what I was fortunate enough to have.
Jim had the opportunity financially to go to college. He had a really good friend that could not afford to go to college, but he would say was as equal or above his intelligence in every way, and it always bothered him.
I got to thinking, well, this is not right. And I laid out the plans for the foundation.
I think there was a point in time at the very early stages, neither one of us believed this was a scalable model, and it was more about a model of giving back to our home communities.
Those are the two things you've got to do. Help me spread the word. That's how easy it is.
While the scholarships were great, the real secret sauce was that counselor in front of those students, meeting them wherever they were.
And our hope there is that we help them reach their dreams, whether it be a university, a community college, a technical school, and then we are now helping to orient them back to the county that raised them.
What the Ayers Foundation has done here in and across at-risk and distressed areas in Tennessee, 28 counties, 40 high schools, it's just a tremendous service to rural Tennessee.
We're at about 1 to 100 students, so I can really have time to work with students one-on-one, not just in groups.
I think it's really rewarding to be able to guide students that share a lot of my similar culture through a process that's kind of foreign, kind of scary, and then to be able to see them succeed.
What I've noticed in life is that everybody needs an opportunity somewhere along the way.
We were fortunate enough to attend Riverside High School, the first high school in the state that Mr. Ayers assisted with financial aid. We had a counselor there that helped navigate you through application processes. I can remember the counselor was very encouraging.
Once Kristen and I got married, we started thinking about how could we give back to Decatur County that gave to us.
We opened a boutique there on Main Street, and it's called 3 Ps.
I work with the baseball and softball league here locally and help running that program.
There is something very special about the heart that is this community.
I haven't had anyone in my family go to college before. I've spent all my life here in McMinnville. I have enjoyed growing up here. I really want to go into the medical field. It definitely helps to have someone there guiding you and helping you along the way.
First generation college students need a lot of knowledge of what do I need to do to be prepared for college, especially if they're going to want to pursue something as big as a doctorate.
People will have health problems everywhere, and sometimes when you're in smaller settings, you don't get as much attention.
So it is a lot to overcome, and that's where Ayers comes in, keeping the checklist and helping students make sure they navigate that.
When I visit my Ayers counselor, I know that I'll get some feedback that will really help me make good choices. I have been accepted to 5 colleges now, and it's a very euphoric feeling.
Who better to solve the problems of this community than somebody who's been here?
I am looking forward to going out there and just seeing how I can help a community just like McMinnville.
We need to continue to encourage those rural areas to have the resources that these urban areas have, but to stay a hometown. It's a town, it's not a city. There's a big difference.
Thank you for your attention. At this time, we're going to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Jacob Carver. Dr. Jacob Carver is the Assistant Vice President for Accreditation at Lincoln Memorial University. We want to take this time to demonstrate to you seniors that anything is possible. Don't let where you come from or any stigma that may be in your mind tell you otherwise. You are important, you matter, and you can do it, regardless of which pathway you choose. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, fellow Highlanders. Good morning, good morning. Who's excited to be here today? A few people I heard Who's nervous about being here today, or really nervous about the future? Got a few more nods there. Yeah. Well, I think that's normal. I think that's okay. I want to thank Ms. Fox, Ms. Atkins, and Ms. Lau for the invitation to be here today. Most importantly, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I'm nothing. Congratulations, seniors. Today's a special day. And you are here today because of the choices you have made and because of the many obstacles you've already overcome to reach this moment. No one gets here alone, though. You have many special people that have been helping you along the way. Parents, grandparents, family members, friends, teachers, coaches, and mentors. If they are here today, feel free to give them a wave or a special shout out to let them know they deserve some recognition too. Go ahead, give them a wave or a shout out. Anybody? All right. Because I bet I'll have some more noise from this crowd probably. Show them how proud you are of them. Yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it would work. Do y'all want a second chance, or you come back later? Come back later? Come back later. All right, we'll come back later. Okay. Like I said, today's a special day because you're making a decision that will shape the next chapter of your life. Whether you are choosing college, a career, military service, or another path, the choices you make from this point forward will influence the person you become 10, 20, and even 30 years from now. 18 years ago, I was sitting exactly where you are today. And back then, I had no idea what an assistant vice president for accreditation even was. And when people ask me, it's kind of hard for me to explain it right now anyway. We work on a lot of things in our office, make sure things are going the right direction. But back when I was your age, I wanted to be a teacher. And I got to do that for at least seven years, and I really enjoyed doing that. And other opportunities came my way, and so I simply try to take advantage of those opportunities as they occurred. As Baseball Hall of Famer Yogi Berra once said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Now it doesn't mean I've always made perfect choices. You can probably tell by looking at me. Sometimes I like to eat a little too much. That's how it goes. But seriously, if there's one thing I hope you remember today, it is this. Do not make important decisions alone. Pray about them. Seek the advice of those that care about you and genuinely want the best for you. And the reason why is your choices in life do not simply average out. A lot of people think, I'll make a lot of good choices today, a lot of good choices the next day. All of them may not work out, but at least you're trying your best. And you think, I made all these good choices. I could make one bad one. It'd be okay. Unfortunately, one bad decision can affect someone for years. It could be you, your families, and you've probably seen this firsthand in some areas. But that is why your choices matter. Another thing you will continue to learn is acceptance. In high school, you already experienced this. When you chose your classes, you accepted the teachers and classmates that came with them. If you played sports, you accepted teammates, coaches, practices, and challenges. You chose how much time to study, and you accepted the grades that followed. Life after high school works the same way. Some of you will have to accept a roommate. Some of you will have to accept challenges that come with a new career. Some of you will have professors who grade differently than you expected. Some of you may discover that parking in college is an Olympic sport. And yes, you may even receive a parking ticket for parking in the wrong spot, even if it was just for 5 minutes. Don't ask me how I know. All of you will and already have accepted that success comes at an outrageous cost. You have to work extremely hard for it. It requires discipline, sacrifice, and perseverance. Finally, be confident in yourselves and your abilities. You did not make it this far by coincidence. You all worked to get to this point in your lives. And I've noticed that people who are confident in their work are usually the most successful. This doesn't mean they never ask for help. It simply means that they trust themselves and they know when to ask for assistance if necessary. You guys can do it. You know, don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. If there's something you know for a fact, the skills that you have earned and gained from being in high school, don't let anybody tell you you cannot do something you want to do. If you got a goal, you can reach it. Now, it may be hard. It may look out of reach right now, but you have the skills to get there. And you can think back of your time here at Scott High School. Every one of you has grown throughout the past 4 years. And that growth will continue throughout your lives. You will learn from your successes, and you will also learn from your failures. And sometimes you learn more from those failures. As Abraham Lincoln once said, I find quite as much material for a lecture in those points wherein I have failed as in those wherein I have been moderately successful. So, as you move forward, make the best choices you can, accept what you learn from them, grow from them, and trust in your ability to succeed. I wish all of you the very best. God bless you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Jacob Carver. Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Lau. I'm the Student Success Coordinator here at Scott High School with the Ayers Foundation. At this time, we will begin the class of 2026 signing day commitments. Seniors, as I will start by calling your name by your school for you to make your commitment by signing the identified logos to my left. First off, we will start with Roan State Community College. We have Taylor Adkins, Stephen Bell, Bethany Bowling, Carly Branscombe, Brennan Brummett, Brexton Maddox Birchfield, Destiny Burke, Marcolin Burge, Caleb Carroll, Caroline Diltz, Deanna Dunville, Hannah Ellis, Gracie Glover, Landon Goodman, Lily Goodman, Caden Harness, I'll slow down a little bit, sorry. Danielle Henry. Ava Hines. Ellie Huckabee. Allison King. Brooklyn King. Lillian King. Naomi Napple. Hope Lewis. Jaden Lau. Justin Lynch. Madison Maney. Lexi Markham. Kyla Marlowe. Peyton Myers. Jada Newport. Lucas Newport. Shelby Perry. Logan Phillips. Haley Pickard. Braden Potter. Lila Reynolds. Chloe Shannon. Hannah Sharp. Rihanna Smith. Emmy Stevens. Caleb Strunk, Michael Strunk, Heidi Thomas, and Zayden Washam. These following students will be signing to Lincoln Memorial University. We have Bailey Cecil, Glacy Davidson, and Alyssa Cron. These next two students are signing to South College. We have Jalen Fry and Rayleigh Smith. Next up is Berea College. We have Ryan Trosper. Eastern Kentucky University, we have Emily Flady. The University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Cameron Bird. Jacqueline Cordich. Jennings Lay. Jagan Morgan. Gage Robbins. Colton Stanley. And Hayden Wright. Next up, we have East Tennessee State University, Braden Birchfield. Sydney Campbell. Justice Duncan. Emily Henry. Hunter King. And Morgan Treadway. At Tennessee Tech University, we have Cameron Chesney, Destiny Derrick, Keely Goodman, Olivia Holmes, Catherine Huckabee, Savannah Rhodes, Autumn Roden, Abby Smaldridge, Presley Troxel, Nevaeh Vanderpool, Next up, we have University of the Cumberlands. First is Desmond Bowling. Haley Butler, Chloe Cloyd, Brett Hall, Pacey Hill, Ariel Hudson, Gus King, Jocelyn King, Gabriel Lawson, Mason Llewellyn, and Caden Moffitt. These students will be entering into the workforce. A couple of them are not here, just a heads up. We have Talon Begley, Jonathan Bowling, Samuel Bowling, Alex Butler, Dale Canada, Savannah Cassida, Charles Clark, Julian Connell, Afton Cook, Caden Davis, Jordan Day, Nathan Frog, Trebecca Goodman, Hannah Huddleston, Haven Jones, Colton King, Caden Ledbetter, Jeffrey Litton, Deacon Lloyd, Brendan Lau, Slater Lau, Noah Massey, Connor Miller, Caleb Mize, Coleman Pactwa, Andrea Ward, Madge West, Melina West, Connor Wilson, Oceana Wilson, and Thomas Woodward. These following students will be entering into an apprenticeship program or receiving a certificate from a program. We have Micah Bowles, Callie Botts, Keegan Bolin, Nicholas Hewitt, and Jagger Jeffers. Next up is our TCAT. We have Lindsay Anderson, Caleb Bell, Michael Bond, Savannah Bird, Ethan Carroll, Jesse Clark, James Coffey, Trinity Crossgrove, Gracie Darty, Taylor Duncan, Natalie Givens, Andrea Griffith, Haley Harness, Ashley Henry, Eli Kidd, Hannah King, Rylan King, Noah Lay, Wyatt Lloyd, Alexis Lau, Jacob Lau, Hayden Mason, Nicholas Moore, Trevor Norman, Hunter Overbay, Cheyenne Phillips, Kira Phillips, Destiny Roman, Kaylee Ross, Jeremiah Schaefer, Bo Sharp, Isaac Silcox, Tucker Slavin, Isaac Smith, Taylor Stevens, Joshua Strunk, Chloe Strunk, Waylon Terry, Ryan Urban, Cheyenne Webb, Benjamin Wesley, Shiley Whitehead, Kayla Bright, Zachary Wright, Corbin York, and Nathan Young. I'd like to add that a lot of those students are already currently enrolled into a TCAP program and are doing that as we speak. So, and last but certainly not least, we have two military students. First up is Connor Mason with the United States Marine Corps. Next is Mr. Isaiah Washam, United States Army. Let's give the class of 2026 one last big round of applause. would like to wish the class of 2026 all the success that awaits you in your future endeavors. At this time, we will break into a brief intermission for the Scott High Senior Awards, and we'll return at 11:15. Thank you.
when you first told me your name. I didn't hear a word you said, but it was written all over my face. Should've known it was you I would love until the end. When you made it down the aisle, every moment stole my breath. Bet you could see it in my smile. Should've known it was you I would love until the end. I don't know where this road leads. All I know is I wanna go with you in a life where there's no sure things. I am sure I wanna live it with you. If you look into my eyes, when our time down here is spent, it's in every single line. Hope you know it was you that I loved until the end.
The Senior Awards Day will begin in 5 minutes. We will begin our Senior Awards Day presentation in 5 minutes. All right, so good morning again and welcome to Scott High School. This was the first crowd that I've ever told 5 minutes and we'll start, and everybody was ready in 5 minutes. So I really do appreciate that. We are here today to honor our class of 2026 with Senior Awards Day. We will begin with some scholarship awards. The first scholarship award is the Altrusa International of Oak Ridge Scholarship. The Altrusa Scholarship for young women who are continuing their education post-high school at an institution of higher learning, such as a university, community college, or technical college, and who demonstrate a genuine financial need. This is being presented today by Scott High School. The scholarship is for $1,000 each and is awarded to Morgan Treadway and Sydney Campbell. Next is the Cassie Lee Duncan Memorial Scholarship. The Cassie Lee Duncan Scholarship is awarded to a student who has been accepted to a 2- or 4-year college or university with the intent of finishing a 4-year degree. The student must have an average GPA of 3.0 or better and participated in school and community activities. This student is recognized for having a history of good character. This scholarship is presented today by Lisa Moffitt and Kyla Marlowe. The scholarship is for $500 and is awarded to Savannah Rhodes. Next, we have the Corporal Rusty Lee Washam Memorial Scholarship. The Corporal Rusty Washam Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who is accepted or enrolled in a school of higher learning. The award winner submitted an essay explaining their future goals in education and how this scholarship will assist them in meeting those goals. This scholarship is presented today by Michelle Washam and Misty Day. The scholarship is for $500 and is awarded to Justice Duncan. The Dr. George L. Klein Memorial Scholarship. The Dr. George L. Klein Scholarship is awarded to a student who has had a guardian parent pass away. The scholarship is presented today by Mark Klein. The scholarship is for $2,000 and is awarded to Glacy Davidson. The Darrell Cross Memorial Scholarship. The Darrell Cross Memorial Scholarship is being awarded to a student who completed an essay titled, "What Continuing My Education Means to Me." Presented today by Scott High School, the scholarship is for $1,000 and is awarded to Colton Stanley. Next is the Edgar C. Culver Memorial Scholarship. The scholarship is intended for a student who has been accepted into a 2 or 4-year college or university with the intent of finishing with a 4-year degree. The student receiving this award has maintained an average GPA of 2.5 or higher. The award winners submitted a brief explanation as to why this scholarship would benefit them in pursuit of their goals for their education. Presenting the scholarship today is Ms. Olivia Douglas and Ariel Allen. The scholarship is for $500 and is awarded to Hannah Ellis. Next is the First United Methodist Church Scholarship. Scholarship is awarded to 3 students, 2 students who meet all requirements set forth by the First United Methodist Church. Students were required to write a brief description of their dreams for the future and how this scholarship would help them achieve those dreams. Presenting this scholarship today is Ms. Linda Sharp. The scholarship is for $500 and is being awarded to Haley Butler and Ryan Trosper. Next is the Highland Telephone Connection Scholarship. This scholarship is being given by Highland Telephone Connections. Students who applied for this scholarship wrote an essay on how broadband encourages educational opportunities and economic development in rural areas. Presenting the scholarship today is Kevin Green. The scholarship is for $1,000 and is awarded to Haley Butler, Colton Stanley, and Ellie Huckabee. The James L. and Dorothy C. West Memorial Scholarship will go to a student who has been accepted to attend a 4-year public college or university in Tennessee. The student receiving this award was required to hold a letter grade of C or better and complete a brief explanation of their educational goals and how this scholarship will benefit them. Presenting today, Ms. Linda Sharp. This scholarship is for $1,000 and is awarded to Keely Goodman. Next is the J.D. and Serena Chambers Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to the student who has plans of becoming a future educator. As part of this scholarship, students were asked to write a short paragraph about why they desired to become a teacher. Presenting this scholarship today is the Chambers family. This scholarship is for $1,000 and is awarded to Jeffrey Peyton Myers. Next is the Caden Babb Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship honors a former Highlander who deeply loved his family, faith, and community. Caden was a devoted Christian, a dedicated student athlete, and a natural-born leader who lived his life with integrity and purpose. He excelled in both basketball and soccer at Scott High while also maintaining very good grades that earned him admiration for his commitment, sportsmanship, and character. Caden's faith guided his life, and he shared it through his words and actions. He was a source of encouragement, the peacemaker, and a friend to all that crossed his path. His favorite Bible verse, Psalm 27:1, "The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life, of whom shall I be afraid?" Reflected in his unwavering trust in God. With this scholarship, the Babb family wishes to continue to spread the legacy of Caden that is one of love, leadership, and faith. Today, presenting this scholarship is Ashley Tonya Ellis. The scholarship is for $1,000 and is awarded to Glacy Davidson. Next is the Kelly Walker Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship, Kelly Asbury Walker graduated from Scott High School in 2002. She continued her education to study psychology and ultimately obtained her master's degree from Tennessee Tech University in 2006. Following her servant's heart, Kelly used her education and dedication much of her career to being an advocate for at-risk and abused children in Scott and surrounding counties. This scholarship is being awarded to a student who plans to continue his or her education in psychology and/or social work in honor of Kelly. Presenting the scholarship today, Pat and Jeff Asbury and Dustin Walker. This scholarship is for $1,000 and is awarded to Jacqueline Cordich. Next is the Lisa Crowley Memorial Scholarship. The scholarship is in honor of Lisa Crowley, who was a Scott High graduate in 1998. This year, Lisa left behind two daughters, one of which is a senior at Scott High this year. This scholarship is intended to help those students who have worked hard and who will continue their education without that special loved one by their side. Presenting today is Gracie and Brooklyn Gray. This scholarship is for $1,000 and is awarded to Glacy Davidson. Next is the Malvin C. Sexton Scholarship for Future Teachers. The Malvin Sexton Scholarship is being awarded to a student who plans on entering the teaching field and is not a direct descendant of Malvin C. Sexton. Students were required to write an essay describing why they want to become a teacher and the importance education has played in their own lives. Presenting today is Scott High School. The scholarship is $500 and is awarded to Hannah Ellis and Caleb Strunk. The Mission of Hope Scholarship. This scholarship is being given by the Mission of Hope. The Mission of Hope is a year-round ministry blessed to assist many of our less fortunate Appalachian neighbors with much-needed goods and resources, college scholarships, and help with basic educational, healthcare, and home repair needs. Presenting today, Emmett Thompson. This scholarship is for $3,000 and is awarded to Jocelyn Pacey Hill. Next, the Morgan Scott Project, the George Taylor Memorial Scholarship. The Morgan Scott Project awards the George Taylor Scholarship to students accepted into higher education institutions, prioritizing those with a GPA of 2.5 or above and active involvement in school and community. Recipients outline their educational and career goals alongside their community engagements as part of the application process. The scholarship today is presented by Ella Smith. The scholarship is for $750 and is awarded to Hannah Sharp. The One Bank Scholarship. This scholarship is in memory of Rex Hitchcock that was created to reward local students for graduation and pursuit of higher education. One student is selected from each of our 9 service counties. Presenting today is Matt West. The scholarship is for $5,000 and is awarded to Haley Butler. Next is the Retired Teachers Scholarship. The scholarship is given out by the Retired Teachers Committee and alternates years given between Scott High and Oneida. The Retired Teachers Scholarship is given to a student who wishes to pursue an education and career in teaching. Presenting the scholarship today is Diane Smith. The scholarship is for $500 and is awarded to Desmond Bowling. The Telepage Scholarship is given by the Telepage Incorporated. Students who applied for this scholarship had to briefly explain their plans and how it would help them further their education. Presenting today is Scott High School. The scholarship is for $500 and is awarded to Rylan King. Our next scholarship is the United Cumberland Bank Scholarship. This scholarship is being given by the United Cumberland Bank. Presenting today is Drew Burke. The scholarship is for $500 and is awarded to Jocelyn King. The Unicorn Fund Scholarship. These scholarships are being awarded to students who have been accepted to a college, university, or vocational TCAT school of his or her choosing. Several scholarships in this award. We'll do one at a time. Presenting today is Veranda Hembry and Greg Chambers. The first recipient is of the John Thomas Memorial Scholarship for $750, Sidney Campbell. The Osali Circle Memorial Scholarship for $750, Rayleigh Smith. The Annie Gislason Memorial Scholarship for $500, Nevaeh Vanderpool. We have 2 scholarship awards for the Tennessee Pipe Trader Association for $500, Rylan King and Taylor Duncan. Next is the Vivian Smith Countywide Great American Cleanup Senior Scholarship. These scholarships are being awarded to 2 students by the Vivian Smith Keep Scott Clean Initiative. Presenting today is Jared Jeffers. These scholarships are for $500 each and are awarded to Haley Butler and Nevaeh Vanderpool. The Scott County Memorial VFW Post 5669 Scholarship. The scholarship is awarding 2 scholarships, 1 scholarship to students. The scholarship will be awarded to a senior who is pursuing a post-secondary education at a traditional junior college or university. Presenting today is Daryl De La Rosa. The scholarship is for $500 and is awarded to Carly Branscombe. Next is the Takahata Precision Molding Minds Scholarship. The Takahata Precision is awarding 4 students, so that's more than that, but scholarships who plan on attending a 4-year university or college workforce or technical school. These scholarships are for $500 each and are awarded to Bailey Cecil, Destiny Burke, Melina West, Jocelyn King, Ellie Huckabee, and Haley Butler. The Halo Construction Scholarship was created to recognize the kind of student who may not always stand out on paper, shows up, works hard, and cares deeply. We're honoring character and consistency, the quiet strength it takes to keep going, to care about others, and to do the right thing even when no one's watching. Whether your goal is to attend a university or pursue a trade, we believe there is a purpose in your passion and every path matters. There will be 2 awards for this today. The first is a $500 scholarship being awarded to Kyla Marlowe, and a late addition to this scholarship for $500 is Wyatt Lloyd. The STAN Scholarship. This scholarship will go to a member of the STAN program that has shown pride and leadership throughout their work with them. Presenting today is Ms. Vicki Jones. The scholarship is for $500 and is being awarded to Justice Duncan. Okay, so our awards now will transition to University Scholarship Awards. These will be presented by Scott High School. First, the University of Tennessee Chattanooga Provost Scholarship and On-Camp Housing Stipend, Ariel Hudson. Next is the Lincoln Memorial University Founders Scholarship. Two recipients, Alyssa Cron and Catherine Huckabee. Next, the Lincoln Memorial University Provost Scholarship. Four recipients, Keely Goodman, Jeffrey Myers, Gage Robbins, and Bailey Cecil. Next, the Lincoln Memorial University BSN Scholarship. Four recipients, Nevaeh Vanderpool, Carly Branscombe, Jada Newport, and Sydney Campbell. The Lincoln Memorial University Rail Splitter Scholarship goes to Chloe Cloyd and Naomi Napple. Next, the Lincoln Memorial University Presidential Scholarship. Three recipients, Glacy Davidson, Jacqueline Cordich, and Desmond Bowling. Next, the Lincoln Memorial University Alex and James Steiner Scholarship goes to Bailey Cecil. Next is the University of the Cumberland's Patriot Scholarship. Goes to Ariel Hudson. Next is the University of the Cumberland's Presidential Scholarship. There are several awards with this scholarship. Please hold your applause until all students have been called. Lily Goodman, Augustus King, Haley Butler, Gabriel Lawson, Jocelyn King, Mason Llewellyn, Brett Hall, Desmond Bowling, Jocelyn Pacey Hill, Caden Moffitt, Chloe Cloyd, and Justin Lynch. Okay, next is the Berea College Financial Freedom Pledge Scholarship. By earning the Financial Freedom Pledge, Berea has blended funding from the school along with federal and state grants, personal scholarships, to create an unmatched financial aid package tailored and valued at more than $250,000. Less than 16% of students who applied for admission are admitted, and those who enroll are free to choose their path based on curiosity, purpose, and passion, not out of fear of debt. This year's recipient of the Berea College Financial Freedom Pledge Scholarship is Ryan Trosper. Next is the Tennessee Tech University Presidential Scholarships. Once again, we have several recipients, so please hold your applause until the end. Desmond Bowling, Carly Branscombe, Haley Butler, Sydney Campbell, Ava Hines, Olivia Holmes, Ariel Hudson, Jacqueline Cordich, Jagan Morgan, Emmy Stevens, Presley Troxel, and Hayden Wright. Next is the Tennessee Tech University Jean DeBoer Jeffers Endowed Scholarship in Nursing. This year's recipient is Sydney Campbell. Next is the Tennessee Tech University Golden Opportunity Grant. This goes to Keely Goodman and Jocelyn King. Next, we have the University of Tennessee Orange and White Scholarship going to several students again. First, we have Desmond Bowling, Carly Branscombe, Haley Butler, Cameron Bird, Sydney Campbell, Ava Hines, Jagan Morgan, Gage Robbins, Colton Stanley, and Jacqueline Cordich. Next is the University of Tennessee Chancellor's Honors Scholarship. This goes to Jacqueline Cordich. Next is the University of Tennessee Volunteer Scholarship. Two recipients, Jennings Lay and Hayden Wright. Next is the University of Tennessee Flagship Scholarship. Again, several students. Haley Butler, Cameron Bird, Sydney Campbell, Ava Hines, Jacqueline Cordich, Jennings Lay, Jagan Morgan, Gage Robbins, Hayden Wright. Next is the East Tennessee State University Dean's Academic Performance Scholarship. Two recipients, Cameron Bird and Desmond Bowling. Next is the East Tennessee State University Faculty Academic Performance Scholarship. Several recipients. First, Carly Branscombe. Jacqueline Cordich. Keely Goodman. Ava Hines. Bethany Bowling. Jocelyn King. Next is the Roane State Community College Broma Pemberton Academic Excellence Scholarship, and that goes to Caden Harness. Next is the Roane State Community College Howard H. Baker Jr. Academic Excellence Scholarship. Recipient Rihanna Smith. Next, the Roane State Community College W.H. Swain Academic Excellence Scholarship goes to Jaden Lau. The Roane State Community College Plateau Electric Cooperative Scholarship goes to Madison Maney. Next, the Roane State Community College Earl McDonald Academic Excellence Scholarship. There are several recipients of this scholarship. The first is Destiny Burke. Shelby Perry. Emmy Stevens. Heidi Thomas. Carolyn Diltz. Kyla Marlowe. Jeffrey Myers. Lexi Markham. Landon Goodman. Hannah Ellis. Bethany Bowling. Carly Branscombe. Jada Newport. Ava Hines. Allison King. Caleb Strunk. Chloe Shannon. Ellie Huckabee. And Kylie Hope Lewis. Next is the Tennessee College of Applied Technology scholarships. Several recipients of this scholarship. First is Michael Bond. Ashley Henry. Haley Harness. Shiley Whitehead. Destiny Roman. Noah Lay. Rylan King. Benjamin Wesley. Trevor Norman. Hunter King. Brian Mason. Stephen Bell. Corbin York. Jeremiah Schaefer. Taylor Duncan. Ava Hines. Kyla Marlowe. Caleb Bell. Joshua Strunk. Nathan Young. James Coffey. Matthew Sharp. Jacob Lau. Okay, at this time, we're going to turn the program over to Scott High Assistant Principal and Athletic Director Morgan Boyd. for some TSSAA awards.
All right. So the following student athletes will receive TSSAA recognition for excelling both athletically and academically, having achieved a GPA of a 3.5 or higher. Brennan Brummett, boys basketball. Landon Goodman, boys basketball. Wyatt Lloyd, boys basketball and football. Jacob Lau, boys basketball. Jagan Morgan, football and boys basketball. Carly Branscombe, girls basketball. Emily Flady, cross country and girls soccer. Keely Goodman, cross country. Caleb Bell, football. Michael Bond, football and boys soccer. Desmond Bowling, football, wrestling, and boys soccer. Keegan Bowling, football and boys soccer. Braden Birchfield, football. Eli Kidd, football. Lucas Newport, football. Caden Moffitt, wrestling. Haley Butler, girls soccer. Ava Hines, girls soccer. Kyla Marlowe, girls soccer. And Kylie Hope Lewis, track and field. Let's give these student athletes a round of applause. Now we're going to move on to the Scott High School Senior Awards. The first award we're going to be giving is the Math Award presented by Chuck Jeffers. And this award goes to Desmond Bowling. The next award is the Science Award being presented by Ms. Tanya Pemberton. And this award goes to Hayden Wright. The Robert L. Posey English Award presented by Kelly Alley goes to Haley Butler. The Marvin Hewitt Social Studies Award being presented by Mr. Dan Terry goes to Ryan Trosper. The Health Science Award being presented by Ms. Christian Terry and Ms. Ariel Allen goes to Destiny Burke. The Family and Consumer Science Award being presented by Ms. Wendy Lau is Ellie Huckabee. We have 2 art awards that are being given out. The first one is the Art Award presented by Ms. Shawnee Cummins, being given to Ms. Jacqueline Cordage. The next award is the Artistic Achievement Award, being presented again by Ms. Shawnee Cummins. Goes to Caden Harness. The John Philip Sousa Music Award, being presented by Dr. Ryan Hoffman, goes to Pacey Hill. The French Award, being presented by Ms. Jacqueline Hamby, goes to Heidi Thomas. The Spanish Award, being presented by Ms. Susan Ritchie, goes to Jacqueline Cordage. The Cosmetology Award, being presented by Ms. Kim Burke, goes to Sydney Campbell. The DECA Award, being presented by Michelle Watson, goes to Abby Smaldridge. The Big Red Store School-Based Enterprise Award, presented by Ms. Michelle Watson, goes to Madison Maney. If anybody has ever bought anything from the Big Red Store here lately, I guarantee you Madison had some kind of hand in it. Now we have some cosmetology hours that we would like to recognize, and these will be presented by Ms. Kim Burke. First is going to Allison King for 161 and a half hours. Shiley Whitehead for 186 and a half hours. Alexis Lau for 188 hours. Chloe Strunk, 271 and a half hours. Afton Cook, 275 hours. Haley Harness, 574 hours. Catherine Huckabee, 586 hours. Nevaeh Vanderpool, 664 hours. Chloe Cloyd, 707 and a half hours. And these next two did my hair last year for graduation. I really appreciate them. Sydney Campbell, 722 and a half hours. Heidi Jo Thomas, 879 hours. And last but not least, Ashley Henry with 946 hours. Let's give these ladies a round of applause. Next is our Big Red Scholars Community Service Awards being presented by Summer Botts, are awarded to the following students who completed more than 150 community service hours over the course of their high school career. Rayleigh Smith with 266 hours. Ariel Hudson with 362 hours. Ellie Huckabee with 374 hours. Haley Butler with 577 hours. And Bailey Cecil with 636 hours. Now we'll move on to the United States Marine Corps Awards presented by Sergeant Tyler Morphy. The Distinguished Athlete Award goes to Carly Branscombe and Brennan Brummett. The United States Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award goes to Ariel Hudson. The Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence, Pacey Hill. Now we would like to recognize the United States Military Service. The United States Marine Corps, Brian Connor Mason enlisted into the United States Marine Corps on April 17, 2026. Later this year, Brian will attend basic training at Parris Island, North Carolina. Marine Corps Boot Camp is a challenging 13-week-long training cycle which will push him mentally and physically. He has not yet chosen his military occupational specialty, but aspires to have a mechanical career field. By choosing to serve his country, Brian continues to make his family proud with everything he has done in his life. His decision to become a United States Marine and earn the title reflects his character, determination, and achieve greatness in his near future. So Connor, will you please come up here? Okay, Connor's about got me. This one might. The United States Army. Isaiah Lee Washam enlisted in the United States Army on July 10, 2025, as an 11B infantry soldier. He is scheduled to be sworn in on May 27, 2026, after which he will report to Fort Bennington to begin basic training. Upon successful completion of his training, he will be receiving orders to Hawaii, where he will serve with the 25th Infantry Division. By choosing to serve his country, Isaiah is continuing a proud family tradition of military service. His decision reflects commitment to duty, discipline, and honor as he begins his career in the United States Infantry. Will Isaiah Washam please come forward? We are incredibly proud of both young men for their choice in serving our great nation. We here at Scott High thank you for your commitment and look forward to seeing your continued success in your military journey. Let's give them a round of applause one more time. Now we'd like to move on to the student council members being presented by Ms. Jacqueline Hamby. Bethany Bolin, Haley Butler, Pacey Hill, Ariel Hudson, and Ryan Trosper. These students are receiving medallions that will be worn at graduation. The National Beta Club recognizes outstanding achievement, promotes character, and social responsibility. Beta Club members participate in projects or bring proof of community service. Students who are considered Beta Club members must maintain a minimum GPA of 3.5. At this time, will all Beta Club members of the class of 2026 please stand? You may be seated. We practiced hard on that yesterday, y'all, so. All right, so now we're going to do our TCAT certifications presented by Ms. Jacqueline Hamby and Summer Botts. And I think, is Christy helping with this one too? No? Okay. We would like to recognize the following students who have successfully completed the required training and examinations to acquire certifications in various areas. Certified Nursing Assistant, CNA, through the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Ava Hines, Kyla Marlowe, Jada Newport, Chloe Strunk, Justin Lynch, Brianna Smith, Taylor Stevens, Kylie Hope Lewis, Shelby Perry, Marcolin Burge, Caroline Diltz, Destiny Burke, and Kaylee Ross. The next certifications are in Automotive Service Excellence. Brian Mason, Maintenance and Light Repair. Trevor Norman, Automobile Brakes and Suspension and Steering. Corbin York, Automobile Suspension and Steering. Hunter Overbay, Automobile Suspension and Steering. Brett Hall, Automobile Suspension and Steering. Isaiah Washam, Automobile Suspension and Steering. Caleb Mize, Automobile Brakes, Suspension and Steering, Heating and Air Conditioning. Caleb Bell, Medium to Heavy Truck, Diesel Engines. Jeremiah Schaefer, Automobile Suspension and Steering. Matthew Sharp, Automobile Suspension and Steering. Caden Coffey, Automobile Suspension and Steering. Nathan Young, Medium to Heavy Truck, Diesel Engines. This next one's a long one, so hold your applause, please. Colton King, electrical systems, manual drivetrain and axles, brakes, engine performance, maintenance and light repair, suspension and steering, automobile service technology, engine repair, automatic transmissions and transaxles, heating and air. So he's probably up on the hill doing his job. Our next certification is our OSHA 10, our General Industry Safety and Health. Hunter King, Rylan King, Hunter Overbay, Brett Hall, Corbin York, Isaiah Washam, Caleb Mize, Jeremiah Schaefer, Micah Bowles, Nathan Young, and Joshua Strunk. IT Fundamentals Pro certification goes to Logan Phillips, Certified IT Fundamentals Pro. At this time, I'd like to turn it back over to Mr. Mark Taylor.
I'd like to talk just a minute about the group in terms of their scholarship awards. Dual enrollment, or any students who participate in classes through Roane State Community College or the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. Over the last 2 years, the class of 2026 have used $488,868 in dual enrollment grant funds. At this time, we would like those students who have participated in dual enrollment classes to please stand. I'd like to recognize the 140 students from this graduating class that are Tennessee Hope Lottery recipients, meaning they have a 3.0 GPA or higher, or have a 21 composite on the ACT. Over the next 4 years, the class of 2026 have the potential to spend $2.5 million in Tennessee Hope Lottery funds. At this time, if you are a Tennessee Hope Lottery recipient, please stand. Finally, I'd like to recognize the entire class of 2026 for becoming Tennessee Promise recipients with a 100% application rate. All graduates in the class of 2026 will receive funding from the Tennessee Promise Scholarship. At this time, the entire class of 2026, please stand. The class of 2026 will receive an estimated total of $4 million in scholarships and grant money. One more round of applause for the class of 2026. So this will conclude the Senior Honors Awards For the class of 2026, I would like to take a moment to express my appreciation to the class for accepting me coming in their last year of high school, and for the class, obviously a highly talented group of students, and you can see their talents on display here. It's been an honor to be a part of this group. It's been an honor to be a part of this school for the 2025-26 school year. And so I hope moving forward that the graduates take advantage of the opportunities that they have before them. So at this time, this concludes our Senior Honors Awards Day. We'd like to congratulate all the parents, congratulate the teachers, and congratulate all the community on such a fine example for Scott High. Thank you.